Welcome back, team, to the first Saturday tester of this accumulation phase. Now, we did just rock out of an intensification phase, so this Saturday tester, for most of us, should be a little bit smoother. Now, it is called Bouncer, and it is going to be an 18-minute workout. It is an 18-minute AMRAP, which means you just keep moving for 18 minutes. We are going to start with a 25 or 20 calorie row. There is some slight changes in the calories through the different tracks. We are then going to be moving into a 50-foot dumbbell lunge. It is going to be dual dumbbell. We are then going to go into 25 burpees to a 6-inch reach. We are then going to go into another 50-foot lunge. We are then going to go into 25 dual dumbbell deadlifts. Now, sounds simple, but round one for our live crew, the dumbbells are going to be in your suitcase position. For round two, for our live crew, the dumbbells are going to be in your front rack position for the walking lunge. And you're going to flip-flop between suitcase, front rack each round. That does not mean we switch for each of the lunges. It means round one, we do suitcase. Round two, we do front rack. Round three, suitcase. Round four, front rack. For our perform and compete in elite crew, same protocol, but we're going to start round one with the front rack. We're going to go round two, overhead. Round three, front rack. Round four, overhead, etc., etc. If you look at this workout itself, there's quite a lot of moving elements, which means we are going to be practicing your skills that would come up within CrossFit. Things like transitions, picking up the dumbbells, moving from one line to another line. All those little skills that potentially would come up in CrossFit or within the open, we are going to be practicing on this workout. We are also going to be testing your single leg muscle endurance. If we're thinking about these lunges, we're also in general going to be testing your lower body muscle endurance. If we look at the row, the lunge, the deadlift, a lot of this, even the burpees to some degree, have some degree of leg movement. Now, how does this fit into your current training program? When we look at the movements that have been selected, there has been sprinkles or parts of these movements within your training week. Things like your burpee to a 6-inch reach. We should be maybe feeling a little bit more comfortable with these small skills that we will be working on within this session. We've also been deadlifting on a Monday. The deadlifts have been a touch and go style. So now what we're going to be starting to move into is our dual dumbbell deadlift. Again, we'll be working touch and go, but just a little bit of a different movement for us to go through in terms of the deadlift or the hinge pattern. In terms of pacing, when we look at this workout, we need to be looking at potentially where we are going to get bottlenecked. Now, if you're in perform or compete, I'm assuming that's going to be the overhead lunge. A lot of us struggle with that position. So just understanding that we need to be fresh by the time we hit round two in order to support those dumbbells up overhead. There is a lot of moving parts in this. So like I said, things like transitions, where we place the dumbbell, how we're stepping over the line and turning for the 50-foot lunges, all of these sorts of things are now going to be put into play when we go into a bit more of a testing format. Again, braking strategy is going to be integral for this workout. If we look at the workout itself, we're probably not going to break the row. Maybe there is a 25-foot turnaround for the lunge. That is going to be your braking option. The burpees, for the most part, we're not going to break those massively. It should be just a cadence that we can maintain. The second lunge, again, do we rest halfway? Do we keep the dumbbells on the shoulders the whole way? And then the final one, which potentially will have a braking strategy, is those dual deadlifts. Why? Because we go from a hinge back into a row, which is essentially another hinge. Now, all of this is going to play into roles when we start to go into this workout, so let's make sure we have a strategy when we go into this. Remember, there's a 7-day free trial for all of our non-subscribers. Let's make sure we grab a friend and let's get after this one, team.